Alright, welcome to the show, man. Snoop Be Knowing, episode 22. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube page. The link in the bio on Instagram, at Snoop Be Knowing. Same on Instagram, same on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube. Let's get them numbers up. Tonight's episode, we talking about acknowledging character flaws and toxic traits. Specifically, your own character flaw and your own toxic trait. Everybody got something wrong with them. Everybody got something that other people don't like about them, and that's something that's holding them back. And you got to be able to recognize that. You got to know. So that's what we talking about tonight. I already kind of pre-started the topic. So we got people in the chat. We had, let Meg tell it, she said her character flaw is short patience. And then right behind her, we had Jazz Forever said she impatient and headstrong. And she saying headstrong, but what she really mean is she hard-headed. So she trying to be cute about it. She trying to make it sound good and dance around it, calling it headstrong, but she hard-headed. And that's what I'm talking about, acknowledging your character flaws. You can't just try to gloss over it and make it sound good. Call a spade a spade. If you hard-headed, say I'm hard-headed, I don't fucking listen. I want it my way all the time. Call it what it is. Mahogany said, I'm too nice. Is that your character flaw? Is that a flaw in your character? I don't know that I don't know if I would classify that as a character flaw. What y'all think, chat? Y'all think being too nice a character flaw? King Bill said he ain't got none. Yeah, okay. Okay. Josh Forever said I'm a Sagittarius. Whoa, slow your roll, baby. I'm a Sagittarius too, so what you saying? What you trying to say? So me, listen, I ain't above nobody else, and I know what my toxic trait is or my character. I know for sure some of my character flaws. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like to be told shit. Don't tell me nothing. I don't like to be told nothing. And what I mean by that is, most of the time, I already know what I got to do, what responsibility I hold. I can figure an issue out. I don't need somebody to come and tell me how to do it, when to do it, or how to solve an issue that I'm having an issue with. I don't like it. I don't need it because I'm going to figure it out and I can do it. So my number one character flaw is I don't like to be told nothing. I figure it out. I do it on my own. That's my number one. I got many. And I accept my character flaws. See, I think if you got character flaws, either you got to accept them or you got to accept that you need to change them. Some of mine, I think I might need to change, but for the most part, I am who I am, and that is, that's what it's gonna be. I don't see them as a character flaw, but I know how it come off to other people. What we at in the chat? What y'all saying? One of a kind say, yeah, it's a character flaw because people tell me the same thing. It's a gift and a curse. She talking about being too nice. Josh Forever said, yes, being too nice can make people take advantage of you and always see the good in them. Okay, so see how I was looking at it. I'm looking at a character flaw as me projecting something negative onto the next person. But I guess y'all right. A character flaw could be them projecting something on you and you just taking it. So, okay, I'll roll with that. It ain't what I was going at for the show, but, I'll take that. I'll roll with that. Just key to just join the Instagram. Hit that like button for me, my girl. Welcome to the show, everybody. If you just joining the show, this episode 22 of Snoop Be Knowing. We talking about acknowledging character flaws and acknowledging your toxic traits. Stop acting like you ain't got them. Stop acting like everybody tripping and you the only one not tripping. People ain't tripping for no reason. There's a reason why they tripping. Something you doing, something you projecting, something you putting off. And you got to be able to know when you be bugging, when you be tripping, or when it's you. You got to know when it's you. You can't keep pointing the finger at everybody else. You got to know when it's you. Me, I know when it's me. And I don't give a fuck. I know when it's me, and it's me. That's what it's going to be. Now, being that type of nigga that I am like that, you got to take what come with that. If you know you got a character flaw, and you ain't changing your character flaw, and you just going to take it, and put it out there, you got to be willing to take what come with that. If you don't think you need to change your character flaw, if you don't think you need to put no work in and try to come around, then you gotta live with the consequences of how you act and your character flaw and your toxic trait. Me, I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna live with it. However you feel about it, that's what it is, and I'm willing to live with that. But you gotta be willing to live with that. Trap Soul said, what's your toxic trait again? What's your character flaw? No, ma'am. What's your toxic trait? What's your character flaw? Who show you think this is? See, every time you get on here, you think you gonna come at my top. This Snoop Be Knowing. This ain't Trap Souls Be Knowing. So what's your character flaw and what's your toxic trait? Real Gemini 1114 just joined the Instagram. Trap Soul say, my character flaw, I be ready to cut everybody off. I cut everybody off too. And I'm willing to live with that. I'm willing to live with that. It don't mean me. It don't do nothing to me. Some people got character flaws, like this one, where you ready to cut everybody off. But then it hurts you in the long run. Because you ain't really want to cut them off. But you was in your feelings and that's how you rock. And now you done cut everybody off. And now you ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody to share good times with. You ain't got nobody when you're going through hard times. You ain't got nobody to help you when you need help with shit because you cut everybody off and everybody done wash their hands with you. Some people can't live with that. So if you're a person that got that character flaw and you can't live with that, then that means you need to figure out how to fix that. Trap Soul say, nah, it don't hurt me, you a lie. I didn't say you. See, y'all gotta listen and stop just ready to argue. I didn't say you. I said some people. Some people got that character flaw and they can't live with it. Some people, not you. You gotta listen. You just won't argue. Don't go too hard. They deserve to be cut off. Some people do deserve to be cut off. And some people just cut people off for the slightest thing. It don't even be about nothing and you ready to cut somebody off. You cutting off a person that might be a blessing in your life because you and your feelings about nothing today. Some people need to work on that. Other people who accept it and don't give a fuck, do your thing. You won't cut them off? Cut them off, babe. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Cut them off. Twiggy Smalls just joined the Instagram. What's up? Hit that like button for me. Episode 22 of Snoop Be Knowing. Another one of my character flaws are toxic traits. I don't shy away from confrontation. For whatever reason in society that I've learned, most people don't want confrontation. Most people don't want conflict. Most people don't want arguments. Most people don't want disagreements. Most people just want go about their way, no problems, keep their head down. They ain't got the time, energy, or none of that to be disagreeing, arguing, or having confrontations with people. Me, I don't give a fuck about none of that. If I got a problem, I got an issue, I got something on my mind I need to say, I'm going to say it. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care how it make the dynamic be between the two of us or the environment. If I got to say something, that's how I feel, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to say. That's another trait. I ain't changing. I don't think I'm a grown man, and I'm dealing with grown people. If you're a grown person, I don't understand why you scared of confrontation. The world built on confrontation. Don't nothing get handled, don't nothing get taken care of outside of confrontation. Young Dat just joined the Instagram. What's going on? Episode 22, Snoop Be Knowing, acknowledging your toxic traits and character flaws. So far, we just said people got little patience, short patience. They too nice. They ready to cut people off. Trap Soul said, but do you believe your delivery matter? The tone you set before you address the situation. Mahogany said, being direct is okay. It's the delivery. Once again, my character flaw is, another one of my character flaws, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about the delivery. My feelings ain't hurt from how you deliver something to me, how you say something to me. So me, I ain't thinking about how your feelings is because I said something with a little aggression or I said something too straightforward for you. That ain't my problem. Grow up. Grow up. We ain't babies. I talk to my babies soft. I deliver messages and what I gotta say to my babies nice and soft and gentle and because they babies, they children, they still growing. They still navigating this world. They still learning how to deal with shit like that. As a grown up, as an adult, man, get your mind right. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out how to talk to you. I'm talking to you how I talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you how I talk. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't worry about how I sound. Is a nigga saying something that makes sense? Is the nigga right? Damn how you sound. Jazz Forever say that's being rude. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. What's rude about that? So, as an adult, I need to tailor how I talk to each person, how I give this person whatever I have on my mind, how I say to each individual. That's too much of work. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got no time for that. One of a kind Nell say, yeah, that's your convo with men. See what I'm saying? So I gotta tailor it to men. It's gotta be tailored to women. It's gotta be tailored to people on the job, bosses. Man, I don't talk to nobody different. I don't talk to nobody no different. I'm talking to you like Snoop talk. Who is you? What I gotta change how I talk for you for? I ain't changing that. Call it toxic, call it character flaw, call it what you want. I ain't changing that. I ain't got time to change that. I ain't got no time for that. Everybody I talk to, I gotta well see what I really meant, but no, I ain't got time for that shit. No. Jazz Forever say you should use tact in most situations. Ain't me. Ain't Snoop. Use tact for what? Mahogany says respect. What's disrespectful about, if I'm not calling you out your name, I'm not insulting you, where the disrespect come? Because of the tone in my voice? A tone could be disrespectful? The tone in my voice could be disrespectful. And I gotta watch my tone? That's what children do. I'm a grown man. And another grown person ain't gotta watch their tone with me if they saying something that makes sense. Now, if you saying some dumb shit, if you saying something that don't make no sense, yeah, then you better watch your tone. Who the fuck you talking to? But if we talking about something, we debating, arguing, whatever the case is, I ain't worried about your tone. I ain't got time for that. Jazz Forever says common courtesy. Listen, you headstrong. If you want to call yourself headstrong, I'm gonna rule what I'm ruling with. Now, when you figure out that you ain't just quote unquote headstrong, that you hard headed and you won't do what you want to do, then maybe we could double back and visit my common courtesy. Ms. Nate Baby just joined the live. Hit that like button for me. Episode 22, Snoop Be Knowing. Recognizing toxic traits, character flaws. Trap Soul say you a man, you not grown. Yes, they do. Wait, what? You a man, you not grown. Yes, they do, because soon as somebody come at you crazy, you be ready to go off. Jazz Forever say you're hard-headed too. I'm definitely hard-headed. Listen to me. Whatever character flaws I have, I got no problems addressing them and saying I have them. I don't shy away from them. I've been this way for a long time, and I've been successful being the way I've been being for a long time. And ain't never brought me no harm. Ain't never put me in a situation I ain't want to be in. Mahogany says, as long as you acknowledge that's it, that's a flaw. That's cool. I ain't say we have to change them. If you're not comfortable with it and it's giving you if your character flaw is giving you an outcome that you're not cool with, you need to change it. Because it's you at the end of the day. Ain't nobody more important than you. It's all about you. So if your character flaw is coming back on you, then you need to figure out that shit need to change. For me, my character flaw don't bring me no fucking problems. I can roll with whatever problem, whatever come my way with it, I'ma roll with that. Don't bother me. So I ain't worried about changing my character flaw. Now, if it come off on my children, a certain way and it's shaping how they growing and developing and how they see men or how they think a man should talk to them and something like that. If I start seeing something like that, of course I'm gonna change because it's affecting a life outside of myself. But not no grown adult. I ain't got time for that. So the people who say they not patient, what that look like? What does it mean when your character flaw is you not patient? You're not patient with the person you in a relationship with. You're not patient on a job. What that look like? What the not having patience look like? And how it resonate as a character flaw? Shout out to everybody on Facebook, man. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram. Y'all hit that like button for me if you're on here right now. If you just joined the chat. Episode 22 of Snoop Be Knowing. We talking about character flaws and toxic traits. Some of them need to change. Sometimes you need to acknowledge your character flaw and your toxic trait, and sometimes it need to change. Sometimes it don't need to change. Or sometimes you just don't give a fuck and it ain't gonna change. Motherfuckers gonna get what they get. And I feel that. If that's how you rocking and you willing to live with what come with that, handle your business. Do you. But if you're not, then you need to start looking into what need to change about yourself. Chaz Forever say things should take as long as as long as I seem and no longer. Oh. So you working on your own time. You working on your own time. No matter what's going on, you got a deadline for when such and such supposed to be done or how long it's supposed to take. And if it ain't, that's the issue. Hey, if that's how you living, how that's working out for you. If it's working out for you and ain't got no issue, who's complaining? Who care? Who complaining and who care that they complaining? If it ain't fucking bothering you, if it ain't hindering you, that's your flaw. If you can live with it, fuck them. Fuck them. If that's how you rocking. But let's get into if you're in a relationship and these character flaws showing up in your relationship. They don't bother you. They don't hurt you. But they bother the person you're in a relationship with. They bother the person that you care about. They bother the person that, you love. How you go about that? Do you acknowledge it? Because you could be with a person and they steady telling you what your issue is and what the problem is and what you doing and what you don't do, and you don't acknowledge it. So you going around a never ending circle because they keep telling you the same shit and you just ain't hearing it because you refuse to acknowledge your character flaw or your toxic trait. If you with somebody else, some things need to change about yourself. You could never just be like, that's me and I ain't changing. If you with somebody else and that shit affect their world just as much as it affect yours. Mahogany said, I'm good with being nice. It works out for me in the long run. Alright then, so fuck it. Keep being nice, baby. Fuck. If it work out for you in the long run, it don't bother you. What people probably think they getting over on you, and you ain't tripping. You probably saying you think you getting over me, but in the long run, it's gonna work out in my favor. I feel that. Run with that. Don't change. I hope y'all ain't thought this was an episode where y'all was gonna get on here or we was gonna talk about character flaws and I was gonna be telling y'all need to change y'all shit and y'all need to do better. Nope. If that shit don't bother you and if that shit don't affect your day-to-day living or a person that you care about day-to-day, fuck it. Rock how you want rock. This is a short life, man, and this is the only one we got. You ain't got time to be altering every single interaction with every person you come in contact with. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out how to talk to each and every person I talk to with myself. I ain't got time to figure that out. Because guess what's going to happen? I'm going to rock how I want to rock, so you going to know how to talk to me. You going to know how to come to me. Because you already know this nigga Devin going to get ignorant. This nigga Devin going to won't make it a problem. This nigga won't going to make it an issue. Yeah, I am. And you know that about me. I ain't going to change because it don't bother me. Everybody you, then you better come at me correct then. So I'm going to dictate how people handle me. I'm going to dictate what's going on with me. And I'm going to dictate how long something going to last. a situation, a issue, a problem. I'm running that. It might not seem like I'm running it, but I guarantee you, before it's over with, you ain't gonna want to deal with me on that level no more. You gonna go out your way not to have to deal with me on that level, because I don't care. Toxic, character flaw, whatever you want to call it, don't bother me. It'll work out. Like Mahogany just said, it'll work out for me in the long run. But on another note, for real, some shit about myself, I know I'm married. I deal with a woman. Somebody in the chat said, you're a man. That's how you deal when you talking to men. So I understand. I'm not going to go out in the world and adjust how I talk and how I say shit all the time. But at home with my wife, I got to try to fix that. I can't do it to the level that I would do it out on the street, to the level I would do it to a coworker, a friend, my brothers. I can't do it to that level. If I'm doing it up to that level, I gotta bring it down below half with her. And even when I do that, she still feels some type of way. But it ain't gonna never be to zero level, because that's me. That's my personality. I could tailor it to you. I could alter it for you. I could try to fix it. But I ain't never gonna, it's me. I can only do what I can do with it. Now, at some point in time, she got to figure out, okay, that's just how he talk. That's just how he address things. That's just how I got to tailor myself to understand where he at with it. I know he normally on 10. Right now, he at a 5. He at a 4 right now. That's good for him. Let me figure out how I go about approaching that. Houston Kid said, I used to think I was a know-it-all, but then I ran into this one guy who thought he knew everything and you couldn't tell him nothing. In his mind, he always be knowing. Had to change my ways after that. You ain't know to begin with. See what I'm saying? You used to think you knew. You ain't gonna never hear me say I used to think I knew. Nigga, I know. I know. And the reason I'm so comfortable saying what I know when I know is because I ain't gonna say it if I don't know it. If I don't know it, if I don't know, if I got zero inkling, I have no idea, I'm not gonna say I know. But most shit I be knowing. I watch shit. I read shit. I be interested in shit. So I be knowing shit. It ain't my fault. It's a gift and a curse, people. It's not my fault. You gotta take it up with the man upstairs. He made me like this. I ain't asked for this. I ain't asked for this, y'all. It's not my fault I be knowing shit. It's not my fault. I be knowing too much. I be knowing too much. You gotta talk to the man upstairs. You can't take that out on me. I'm just a vessel, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a vessel, y'all. You feel me? They laughing at me in the chat. I don't know what's funny. I'm being serious, dude. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious, dude. Y'all tripping. Toxic traits, character flaws. Listen, if you with a person and you know they got a certain trait, a certain thing they do, a certain vice, whether it be they like to argue, whether it be they like to hang out, whether it be they don't validate your feelings. If you with a person and you know they toxic trait and they don't know their own toxic trait, it's up to you to rectify that. Now, either you going to stay and deal with that, because obviously they don't even know it exists, or you going to help them to acknowledge it and make a workaround. Or you got to get the fuck. See, y'all to stay with a person, y'all to be with a person, be friends with somebody, and know they toxic trait, know what their problem is, know they a liar, know they don't show up on time, know they ain't never got no money, know you can't depend on them, but y'all get mad with them still. But you already know this. You know what they toxic trait is. You know what their character flaw is. But you set yourself up every time, even though you know. Who the dummy? Houston Kid say real quick, which state in New Orleans? Which state, I guess you meant which state is New Orleans in? New Orleans is his own state, my boy. New Orleans is his own entity. If you've been there, you know. It's his own place. But if you with somebody, you got a friend, you got a partner, and you know they toxic trait, and you keep dealing with it, you can't be mad at them. Who you mad at? You mad at yourself. You know what the fuck their problem is. You know this motherfucker ain't gonna show up on time. You know this motherfucker gonna be out every weekend. You know this motherfucker ain't got no money. You know you cannot call and depend on them. You need something. You know you can't depend on them. Who you mad at? Why you mad? You know they character flaw. You know they toxic trait. So obviously you got a character flaw and a toxic trait because you can't recognize shit or you can't adapt and move accordingly once you recognize shit. Trap Soul say you got to be mad at yourself for dealing with them. It go beyond being mad at yourself. You got to figure out what the fuck your problem is. Expect people to be exactly who they are. Trap Souls on Instagram say, yeah, you got to know who a person is and you got to accept them like that. You got to help them to, if they want to change that, you could help them along the way. If they willing to change. If they not, you got to either accept it or move around. People who rock with me, my friends, all my friends know me. My friends know me. I've been friends with them since 16, 17 years old. They all know how I get down. They all know my character flaw. They all know my toxic trait. They all know me. Either we going to be dogs or we ain't going to be dogs. Because you know how I'm rocking. You know how I'm coming. You going to either remove yourself from a situation that's going to involve me becoming the person that you know I can become. Or you going to roll with me through it. Can't be mad at people for being who they is if they ain't willing to change. If they letting you know they not willing to change, you can't be mad at them. Mahogany said mean ass. I don't think that's mean though. I don't think that's mean. I don't go out being mean. I feel like as you go out your way to hurt people's feelings, cause harm to people, say unnecessary things. I don't do none of that. And I leave people alone for the most part. But you gotta leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's all I ask. Like I said, my other toxic trait or character flaw, I don't like to be told nothing. Don't come telling me nothing. Leave me alone. Leave that nigga alone. Leave Snoop alone. Don't tell that nigga nothing because that nigga don't know how to act. Call it what you want. I know what my issue is. I know how I get down and I don't have a problem with it. I done cut plenty of people off. Because I ain't got time. Divine just joined the Instagram. Hit that like button. What's up? What's up? Episode 22. We talking about character flaws, toxic traits. Why it's important to recognize and acknowledge them. The real Queen P just joined. What's up? What's up? What's up? Episode 22 of Snoop Be Knowing. Snoop Be Knowing. I'm trying to tell y'all how to handle this, how to deal with this. You ain't gotta stop being the way you are. You ain't got to change the way you are if you okay with being the way you are. If you got toxic traits and you got character flaws that you okay with, you ain't got to change that shit. Fuck people. Fuck people. Do you, be you. If it ain't causing you no harm, no problem, and you okay, even if it causes other people a problem and you don't give a shit, they gonna stop fucking with you. Problem solved. I ain't with all that. Making people gotta change if they don't want change. Fuck with me or don't fuck with me. If you impatient, Jazz, and I think that was one of a kind Nell said, y'all impatient, whoever y'all deal with, friends, family, partners, they gotta know that about you. And they gonna either deal with your ass with it, shake their head when it happens, or they gonna ride out and not deal with you. And if you cool with that, keep rocking. But if you're not cool with it, folks, if you got some shit that's causing you fucking pain and suffering in your life and you can't get right and it's causing you to constantly be in shit, constantly have an issue, constantly battling, then you need to figure out how to change that. You can't just keep doing the same thing and keep fucking over yourself. That don't make no sense on earth. Don't make no sense on earth to be a way, and it don't even bring nothing positive to yourself. It don't bring nothing good to you, or you can't live with the outcome of how you act. You need to talk to somebody. You need to go figure something out, because something might be wrong with you mentally. You might be a little, might be a little functioning slow person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the other word. You might be a special needs or something. Sassy Face just joined Instagram. The C.I. Garters just joined Instagram. What's up, y'all? This episode 22. We talking about character flaws and toxic traits. Acknowledging them, recognizing if you need to change them, if you don't need to change them. Nikki with the dreads just joined. C.I. Garter said, I'm late, catch me up. Yeah, so we talking about character flaws, toxic traits. We got people saying they impatient, people saying they too nice. I'm saying I don't like nobody to tell me nothing, and I'm not altering the way I talk to people. And ultimately, if you got these flaws and these traits and they don't fuck you up in no way, and the person you dealing with could deal with it, it ain't no problem. But it's when it do fuck you up, and you gotta recognize that. People keep going through the same shit and wondering why this keep happening to them. Why I'm always in this situation. Why I can't get nothing good to happen for me. Nigga, cause it's you. It's cause of you. Cause you ain't sit down and recognize what the fuck you be doing. You ain't recognize your flaws as a person. You ain't recognize your toxic traits in a relationship, in a friendship. That's why you can't get out your own fucking way. It's you. You got to know when it's you. Motherfuckers really don't be knowing it be them. They'll tell everybody what that happened, what argument they had, what's going on, and everybody could tell them, it might be you. It ain't me. No, cause see, yeah, but nah, nigga, ain't no buts, ain't no C's. It's your ass. It's you. You the fucking problem. One of a kind. Now said accountability. That's number one, man. You gotta have that. Even if you got a character flaw, your character flaw, accountability, if that's one of your character flaws, you gonna be in a world of shit. Cause you ain't gonna be able to get out your own way. You gotta know what your character flaw is. And if accountability is one of them, then you need to go figure out a way to maintain. Cause your life gonna be hell if you can't be accountable for nothing. Some character flaws you could roll with, you could live with. But if accountability is one of them, nah, you ain't gonna make it too far with that. The C.I. Garter said you gotta lead them kind of people where they at. Man, listen. Honey just joined the Instagram. Divine said there's different levels of toxic though. Cause toxic can be a little fun sometimes. Oh, trust me. All this shit can be fun at times. All character flaws and all toxic levels could be fun sometimes. Divine said, but maybe that's because I'm a little toxic. That's what I'm saying. It's all fun and games for a little while, but until you dealing with a motherfucker that's constantly doing this shit, I promise you it ain't fun no more. I promise you ain't having fun no more. If a motherfucker, this shit keep going on, keep doing it, yeah, this shit was cute and fun to begin with. But now it's a fucking problem. It's aggravating. You're annoying. Grow up. And if you dealing with somebody like that, you gotta either tell them that, and if they're willing to change and do that, cool. If not, then you gotta leave them alone. You gotta leave people like Divine alone who talking about she a little toxic. Cause she might be a little toxic today, but 2, 3, 4 months down the line, when she keep being a little toxic every week, every other day she being a little toxic, you gotta get your little ass on somewhere. I ain't got time to deal with that. You need to figure out you need to work your shit out. Figure your solutions out. Figure your problem out. What's making you act like this? Because this ain't one that's going to carry over. And we going to just keep doing this. She like toxic. Y'all crazy. Being toxic when it's fun, even when it's fun, you gotta be able to acknowledge and recognize, like, alright, yeah, this cool right now, but this ain't nobody I don't want to be dealing with this type of situation long term. See, I gotta say you gotta get sick of your own toxic. I'm not even about to try to say that. Toxicity, your own toxicity. You know what the fuck I'm saying. That come with maturity. Definitely come with maturity, but some people could be mature, but just in denial. You ever met somebody just in denial about their damn self? People really could see themselves doing shit, could see the results of it, and still refuse to change it. Because they in denial. That's insane to me. Just Keita just say I have a short person complex, so I want people to stay the hell out of my way. Hey, but long as you know what it is, long as you know what trigger it, and people who know you if they know it, alright. Shit. But back to the people who be in denial. Listen. Character flaw, my wife. So me and my wife, we work opposite schedules. So she take the kids to school before she go to work. I get off from work, I pick the kids up, and I'm home with them for the most part. She do this every day. My wife take them to school every day. Every day, she running out the house like a chicken with her head cut off. Every day. Every day. She running late every day. And I'm like, baby, you do this every day. You doing it. You wake up every day. You know what time you got to be out. You know what time you got to be in a carpool line. You know what time you got to be to work. How do you keep being late every single day? And it's bringing strife to your life. You making it hard for yourself. This is making your day hectic as hell. This is making your morning hectic. But she can't stop. She don't manage her time well. She don't plan for bumps in the road. She don't plan for unforeseen shit happening. And I tell her this all the time. But she suffer from it. She can't stop. She just keep repeating the cycle over and over again. Hey, it don't bother me. It bothers me to a degree because I'm trying to help you. I don't want to see you struggling and running out of here every day and forgetting shit and turning the corner to car on two wheels because you flying trying to get to work on time. It ain't bothering me, but I'm trying to help you. But obviously it's not hurting her bad enough to where she gonna figure out a work around it. When it do, she'll stop it. She don't have a problem with running and being late and running out the house and jumping in the car. Trap Soul say people can't do the inner work. They hate it. Facts. See how God said they lazy, they don't want to do the work. Jazz Forever said, how have you helped her manage it? Ms. Evans just joined the Instagram. What's up, Ms. Evans? Hit that like button for me. Welcome to the chat. Episode 22 of Snoop Be Knowing. We talking about toxic traits and character flaws. Jazz Forever said, how have you helped her manage it? So, obviously, I can't jump in her skin and do it for her. I can't. All I could do is express to you the things that you should do that could give you a different outcome. I could express to you what time you should wake up. Or it shouldn't take you X amount of time. You should be able to do this one task in this amount of time. That way it'll allow you to get out the house in that amount of time. It don't matter what I say. That's what we talking about. A person could tell you about yourself and you know it, but if you're not willing to change it, if it ain't bothering you, if it ain't hindering you to the point where you think you gotta change it, you ain't gonna change it. So no matter what I'm telling her, no matter how I'm trying to help her, no matter how I'm trying to guide her and help her, if it ain't bothering her to the degree where she thinks she need to stop and figure it out, she ain't. The real Queen P said, all in all, people have to want to change. You gotta want to change. You gotta have a reason to change. You ain't gonna change just because somebody telling you to. Mahogany said, it may matter how you say it. Jazz Fever said, I'm saying stuff like getting the girl stuff together or things like that. Hold on a second. Getting the girl stuff together. What you mean? Did you not just hear what I said our responsibilities is? Did you not just hear what I said our responsibilities is? We on opposite schedules. She bring them to school. That's her responsibility. Get them up, get them dressed, get them out the door, get to school. My responsibility is to get off from work, get them home from school, get them fed, do homework, do whatever activities they got to do, get them bathed, and put to bed. So you want me to do my stuff, you want me to take care of my responsibility and her responsibility too? You could get their stuff together at night before bed. Did you not just hear all the things I'm doing at night? That's not my responsibility. Mahogany said y'all are a team. See, women, do y'all understand what a team is? I don't think y'all understand what a team is. Women always say, they throw that, we supposed to be a team. Trap Soul say they're a team, but he ain't there in the morning. I'm here in the morning. So on my off days, I'm here in the morning. Divine say, nah, she could get their stuff together before bed. Yeah, when she come home from work, that's a part of her responsibility. Trap Soul say basically she a single mom. That don't even make sense. How she the single mom? Don't do this. Don't do it. Y'all women not about to take me there. Y'all women not about to take me there. Jazz Forever talking about a team. I'm just saying, get their stuff together to make it a little easier transition in the morning. Who making it easy for? Where's my easy transition at night? Where's my easy transition from picking them up from school and changing clothes and doing homework and going to dance class and going to cheer practice and coming home and feeding them and giving them a bath and put them to bed? Where's my easy transition? I can't make it easy for you and harder for me. What's wrong with y'all women? The team, we are a team. We are a team. On a team, everybody have their responsibilities on a team. A quarterback don't run the ball. A wide receiver don't throw the ball. We a team. We do our functions. And that's how the team works. Just because you're a team don't mean you have to take on the other person's responsibility. On the team, each person have their responsibility. We way off the topic. Although this might be kind of on topic because y'all women, this is a toxic trait and this is a character flaw that y'all have. Y'all be wanting help no matter what it costs the other person. You want the person to help you with your responsibility, but nobody helping the other person with their responsibility. Jazz Forever said, if you know it will help her, why not just do it? Women. It's like you're not even listening to what I'm saying right now. Who's helping me? If you know it will help her, why not just do it? Okay, I got you. Let's roll with that. So what about, you don't think the man need help? You don't think I need help? So screw my help. Let me do my part. Let me shoulder what I gotta shoulder. And shoulder the rest. Divine say, nah, as a woman, you gotta step that ish up. Jazz Forever say, it'll take you 10 minutes to get their clothes and stuff together in the morning. It'll help y'all. Ain't gonna help me. Not gonna help me. I barely got enough time to get my ass in the shower at the end of the night after doing what I gotta do. Y'all women are hilarious. Y'all gotta stop. See, this is toxic traits and this is character flaws that y'all need to recognize in yourself. That sometimes you gotta muster up. Sometimes you gotta muster up. You gotta recognize your team, your partner is pulling their weight and doing what they're doing that is helping you. But you want them to do what they're doing, help you, and then help you some more. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all have to stop that, ladies. You gotta recognize this in yourself. Jazz Feather say, if you know she's flustered every morning, why not help a little? It'll help y'all. Is my microphone on? Is my mic on? My mic can't be on. It ain't no way it's on. It ain't no possible way my microphone on and y'all can hear what I'm saying right now. Because there's no way that you just repeated this again after what I just got through saying. But you know what? Because you're probably not listening to nothing I'm saying. And you don't care what I'm saying. You just saying, I can help her. One of a kind Nell say, all jokes aside, it goes back to his main point of saying she's not good with time management. That's all I was saying. Y'all have took this and went way left with it. That's all I was saying. That's all I'm saying. You got to recognize something that's not helping you in a decision you make on your character flaw, and it's not helping you, so you need to change it. She got to be better with time. Y'all have took this and ran with this shit way somewhere else. Jazz forever say, I would say the same if it was vice versa. Man, listen, I don't subscribe to that, man. Yeah, we can help you. Yeah, listen, let me, all jokes aside, I step outside of my normal scope of responsibilities and duties here and there. I step outside of what, what I'm normally on a day-to-day basis, what I'm responsible for. I step outside of that and help her because she need help sometimes. She need more help than I need help. So I could do that. But that's not the point of what we're talking about here tonight. We're talking about character flaws. If you recognize something that you're doing and it's not helping you and it's not working out for you, don't look for somebody else to tag in and help you. You need to change that. Divine said at the end of the day, he giving constructive criticism and she should take it and aim to make herself better as a woman. Same goes if the roles were reversed. As a healthy marriage, if you're not helping each other better yourself. Yeah, but that's why y'all keep saying team. Team don't mean you just taking over the other person's responsibility, because at the end of the day, if you keep doing that, what's going to happen? If she keeps taking over my responsibilities because she helping me, and then I always need help, and she just taking over my responsibilities, what that do for her? How that's going to make her feel? Like she just always covering my end of things. Same way as I'm just always covering her end. I could advise you, she could advise me, but we shouldn't have to just take up the other person's responsibility plus our own. That's not gonna work for either side. Divine say that's called enabling. I agree. But see, that's a part of character flaw. That's what I'm saying. And there's a lot of women have that. I don't want to attack y'all women, but a lot of women have that. Like you just feel like you should be helped just cause. And that's all Jazz keep repeating the same thing. I don't explain it 5 different ways, and she literally come back and keep saying the same thing. But if it'll help her, you should do it. Just cause. And a lot of women think men should just do things for them just cause. And we can, and we do sometimes. But we not just gonna just keep doing that, because that's why so many men be broken. That's why so many men don't want to be at the house. That's why so many men don't come home at night. That's why so many men at the racetrack, at the bar, got a house, family down the street, because you're breaking them. They willing to go that extra mile for you because they love you and just cause, and you taking advantage of it. See, I gotta say, you fill in the gaps where the other isn't as strong. No. I can't fill in your gaps. I can't. Listen, everybody, we all work. We all got jobs. We all got 9 to 5s. So talk to me about you in the office and the person that you working with not doing their part. So now you got to do your part and their part too. Yeah, that's going to help y'all get the task done. It's going to help the job get done. That's going to help this person stop being overwhelmed. And you can help them from time to time. But if you do that every day, they not going to never pick up the slack. You enabling this person's character flaw of being lazy or not wanting to do the work or moving slow, whatever their character flaw is, all you doing is feeding into it. You not changing it. And why would they change it? Because they getting the help. It ain't affecting them. It ain't hurting them. So if somebody come tell them they need to speed up, they need to start working earlier. Why? I got Jazz and CI, they here. They gonna help me finish it. They gonna help me get it done. Why I need to pick up the pace? That's not team. Y'all don't understand what a team is. Mahogany said, I acknowledge that I have that problem being nice. Jazz said women do things just cause all the time. I'm not even going to get into that. Cause you won't be argumentative. Call in, pick up the line, call it, join in on the line. Since you got a lot to say tonight, join in on the line. Irie Hawk's girl said, "You talking now." I don't feel like that would be her mindset. I think it would be a relief. And once again, you can always step in and help somebody. I step in and help from time to time. Y'all keep getting the whole conversation off a topic. But y'all want to talk, we can talk. I can step in and help sometimes. But the problem becomes with anybody, not just my situation, any situation, like I just told y'all working in the office. If you always stepping in to help this person at the office, they ain't never going to do their job. Because they know you right there to step in. That's not helping them. That's enabling them. That's helping them to not acknowledge their character flaw. They don't even see nothing wrong with what they're doing because you just there to do it for them. They don't think they need to change. They don't have a problem with what they're doing. It ain't hurting me. It ain't bothering me. What I need to change for? With that mindset, Jazz. Character flaws and acknowledging them and knowing your toxic trait, whether it be time management, whether it be something toxic as you don't like to come home at night, whether it be you want to argue, whether it's you never wrong, even when you're wrong, whatever it is, you got to acknowledge it. You got to know you got that trait. And you got to see how that affect your life or the life with a person that's immediately joined with you. If it ain't bothering you, if it ain't bothering them, and you could be at peace with it, cool. But if it's not, then you need to change it. Josh Forever said at the end of the day, I think she would also help the girl. It will also help the girls in the long run. That's what it's really about. Mahogany say you can communicate that they need to make the changes. It's all in the way that you communicate it. Listen. The how you communicate stuff. It shouldn't matter how you listen. If somebody going through something that's affecting them, and somebody telling you how to change it, it shouldn't matter how they saying it. If you could register what they saying and register that, yeah, this will help me. This will alleviate me some. Don't matter how it's being said. You should be able to register. Damn, well, this makes sense. This makes sense. At least that's how I think. But once again, it's only gonna change. People gonna only change their character flaw if they feel like they need to change it. If they don't feel like they need to change it, they not. You can say it how you want to say it. It ain't gonna matter. But anyway, y'all got us on topic. I try to keep us on topic because Snoop Be Knowing. But at the end of the day, folks, if you got a character flaw, just acknowledge it, recognize it, address it, and move accordingly. If it needs to be changed, do the work to change it. Take the steps to change it. If it don't need to be changed, if you don't give a shit, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? The C.I. Gardner said a character flaw is if they know better and can do better but won't. I mean, what is that saying? If you keep having the same result and somebody's telling you this result is not helping you, let me help you out, and you still don't want to listen, that's a character flaw. So, episode 22, I appreciate y'all coming in. We talked about character flaws, we talked about toxic traits, and we talked about why it's important to acknowledge them, recognize them, and decide if they need to change or not. Because they don't always need to change. Don't know what else to tell y'all. Snoop Be Knowing. We'll be back next week, Monday at 8. Same time, same place. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube. The link is in the bio on the Instagram page. At Snoop Be Knowing on Instagram. At Snoop Be Knowing on YouTube. See y'all next week. Good night.